This video will show you how to install NatureRead both vertically and horizontally, and also how to raise the existing height of the fence. First, decide where you would like the horizontal section in your fence and then measure it out to the width of the NatureRead. Attach battens where you have marked out the width of the NatureRead running horizontally. It's important to ensure that your battens are vertically straight, so it will always be useful to use a level. If the ground isn't level, place a piece of timber to give yourself a straight edge. The NatureRead can now be attached to each end batten. However, you will need a centre batten to stop it sagging. The centre batten should be based on the wire on the NatureRead. So using your tape measure, mark out where you would like to place the batten and then mark that on the existing fence. In this instance, it was marked at 470 millimetres. Then attach your batten. For the remaining part of the fence you'll be installing NatureRead vertically, place battens at 1200 centres. Ensure that the batten is at the desired height that you would like the fence to be. If you're concerned what your neighbour might see on the raised section, then we suggest placing NatureRead on the back side of the batten so they'll be looking at NatureRead above the raised section of your fence. Now either use weed mat or black shade cloth. Attach the weed mat to the existing battens using a staple gun. Weed mat or shade cloth is used to create added privacy from your neighbour, to prevent light coming through the raised section of the NatureRead, or to offer a matte colour to hide the existing fence. Place a roll of NatureRead against the batten and mark the wire on the NatureRead. Drill a screw at the marking of the NatureRead on the batten. Ensure that you have attached wire to the screw and turnbuckles. This will offer the support to attach the NatureRead to. Once the wires have been attached, then tighten them by closing the turnbuckle as hard as you can to ensure that you have the wire as tight as possible. Once the wire is installed, find the battens and then attach the wire to the battens using a U-hook or staple guns. This will help ensure that the wires remain in position over a long period of time. Now it's time to install NatureRead. Take the roll and attach just the end section of the NatureRead to one end of the fence securely. It's best to staple over the actual wire on the NatureRead rather than the reed to ensure a strong hold. Once you have secured the NatureRead to one end of the fence, then roll it out to the section where you would like to end the vertical reeds. At the point where you want to cut the roll, get two reeds and pull those reeds out through the NatureRead. This will then offer you a line where you can cut the wire. Getting garden secateurs, follow the line and cut all the wire. Once the wire has been cut, Re-close it up using some pliers. Pull the nature reed tight, making sure that it is flat and the reeds are straight. Then using netting pliers and netting clips, go through the nature reed with the pliers and close the clips around the wire that you've already installed. The tighter you pull the nature reed when you're installing it, the better your fence will look as an end product. Now staple the nature reed to the end batten of your framework. Now it's time to attach the horizontal section of your nature reed. Attach the nature reed at the top first. Temporarily attach a batten vertically to give yourself a straight edge when inserting the nature reed as a horizontal piece. Then pull the nature reed down tightly and secure at the bottom. Make sure you pull the nature reed as tight as possible down to stretch the material out to give yourself a flat surface. Now you can go back and attach the nature reed to the existing battens you installed earlier. And here's your completed horizontal and vertical nature reed fencing. You can now add timber trims or bamboo slats to finish off your fence if desired.